We're en route to a secret location right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is a location I haven't been back to in several years, and I'm pretty anxious to find out what's going to be there when I return. You see, love can change a man, love can change a woman, love can really change anything. And as I make my way across this hot, featureless, concrete desert that is the San Fernando Valley, you may not expect this to be a place where one could find love. But that's exactly what happened to me years back. As I return there now, my mind is gripped with wonder as I consider what will happen if she's still there and I have an opportunity to resolve my unfulfilled love. Or what if she's not there and the finality of knowing that emptiness in that place in my heart will never be filled? Well, enough about me and my worries. Let me tell you a little bit more about her.
My God, she's alive!
The Bride of Pinbot is not just any machine, but rather the machine, and as you can see, the creators who titled her were aware of this. She is the second in a trilogy of Pinbot pinball games, but she is completely unique unto herself. She was created in the early 90s, but it wouldn't be until many years later when I would be first introduced to her as a teenager. I was a newly licensed driver, and like many California teens, I would take my car to be washed every weekend. In my case, it wasn't for the vain desire to have polished chrome, but the vain pursuit to capture a heart made of chrome. You see, in the waiting room of the car wash was a bride of Pinbot, and for 15 minutes as my car was washed, I would have my opportunity to make her my bride. Glancing over her playfield, something future primal is triggered, as her enchanting mechanical form is most enticing. As the sales brochure describes, a series of successful shots up the left-hand ramp will activate first her speech, then her sight, and finally a heart-thumping grand finale where you, the player, brings the bride to life. The Billionaires Club welcomes you in, and I would assume you consummate your high-scoring union with the bride. I assume because I've never found out. Circumstances in life pulled us apart, and although my love for pinball remained, I never again crossed paths with the bride. Now, years later, I return to that same car wash, hoping she'll be there. Here we are, the moment of truth. She should be waiting for me right down here where I left her in this corner where this thing is now. How in the hell is anyone supposed to have a relationship with this thing? Oh dear. Welcome to my nightmare. This is what I was afraid would happen. I've been estranged from my love, and now I've lost the opportunity to reconcile. As it is with infatuation, the human mind cannot simply turn it off. My memory is haunted by her hypnotic gaze. I have no choice. I'm going after my runaway bride. First, I descend upon a nearby bowling alley which has a pretty good arcade. This place is special because they have back glass artwork from some legendary pinball machines framed and mounted on the walls. Really nice stuff. Okay, here we go, BATTLEPOD. Anytime you see this game, make the pit stop. Well worth the steep price. After that, I made my way to Pinball Row. Sadly, my bride was not there. But they do have Ghostbusters, so I dropped a few coins. One of my favorite features of pinball machines is the game over number match. It's been considered gambling and got the machines outlawed for decades in New York and Los Angeles. You have about a 1 in 10 chance of hitting, and today, I hit. Maybe my luck is turning. I decide to roll a few to test my theory. Wunderbar, baby! Next stop, a nearby shopping mall. When I was a young kid, every mall had a premier arcade. Now it's a rarity. Perhaps my runaway bride found safe haven in here. Look at this, what a disgrace. Tucked away in a dark back corner, in a state of disrepair, two legends of the arcades in their own right. Tekken 2 and Metal Slug. Having these back here is like owning a boxing gym and having Leon Spinks and Butterbean hanging out in the broom closet. It's just not right. I make my way to the pinball. Lord of the Rings and The Simpsons, two modern-day masterpieces, but alas, not my bride. To temporarily ignore my loss, I drop some quarters and form a fellowship. As the sun sunk beneath the jagged lines of the horizon and twinkling twilight spread over the valley, the realization slowly came to me. I would not be able to plan and arrange my next opportunity at love.
Love is not something we can control or predict. My next encounter with the bride would be on her watch, and at that serendipitous moment, when I randomly enter a room and hear her familiar song, I'll be ready to play. In the meantime, I might as well indulge in the next best thing. And in this case, the next best thing is Pinball Arcade. For lonely hearts like myself wandering the landscape hoping for an encounter with one of our lost pinball loves, it is a true oasis. This masterpiece carefully and authentically recreates dozens of the greatest pinball tables from throughout history and presents them as flawless digital simulations. It's a true achievement and simply the best it gets next to the real thing. Thankfully for me, the Bride of Pinbot is one of the tables available. I will now give you a quick demonstration of what it's like to complete her metamorphosis and bring her to life, and by doing so, I'll have a brief window to join one of the most exclusive groups in pinball, the Billionaires Club. Let's roll. Okay, so here we go with the Bride of Pinbot. Now, for being in digital form, this is a really accurate representation of what the game was like. So today what I'm going to do is try to give you a demonstration of what it's like to bring the bride to life and possibly take a shot at joining the Billionaires Club. Now, whether you're new to pinball or maybe haven't played it at all, just like any video game, there are different goals you're trying to achieve depending on where you shoot the ball and how frequently you repeat that process. Now look at this here.
I can speak.
Okay.
Launch shuttle.
Okay, so we're off to a really quick start here. What I've done is just activated the first phase of bringing her to life. What I'm trying to do is make shots up that, whoops, I just lost one there. What I'm trying to do is make shots up that left shuttle ramp you see there. And the more times I can get it up there successively without the ball dropping in the hole at the bottom, the better chance I have of bringing the bride to life. Okay, so now we've made it again up the shuttle ramp. We've activated the second phase. Bullseye. I'm really on right now. So that's the first of two I need to get in order to give the bride vision. She can see me then. That's an exciting thing to think about. Here it is. Look and listen.
Now I see how do I look. Machine complete and fully operational.
Okay, we're one stage away from bringing her to life, so this is going quite well. I hope you can hear and feel how exciting this is to be in front of this machine when this is happening. Here we go again. I'm off to the races.
What's happening?
Listen to that heartbeat. The power of life.
Hi there.
My God, she's alive.
Okay, here we go. I cannot let either of these balls fall. If I can make it up the shuttle ramp multiple times again, I will activate an opportunity to make it into the Billionaires Club. There's one. Through the love potion mixer. Bullseye. Right now, I will have an opportunity to join the Billionaires Club, one of the most exclusive clubs in pinball. I'm going to be aiming for the ramp in the middle with the hearts leading to it on a path. I cannot let either of these balls fall, or she will go back to stage one. Here we go, I'm gonna get a clean shot. Jackpot.
Welcome to the Billionaires Club. Welcome to the Billionaires Club. Billionaires Club. Billionaires Club.
So I've just joined the Billionaires Club for the first time in my life, and you're probably wondering, Don, what's it like to be a member? Well, I'm sorry folks, but on this one I'm gonna have to not kiss and tell. During your random journeys in this world, if you're lucky enough to come across a Bride of Pinbot pinball machine, I say you must stop and try to bring her to life. And who knows, maybe one day you and I will be sitting next to each other in the Billionaires Club. Cheers.